I'll call the board meeting of the Blackhawk County Board of Supervisors to order. Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland. Here. Little.
Here.
Schwartz. Schwartz.
He's here.
White.
Here.
Roca.
Here. We will now have a moment of silence to reflect on our actions. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will entertain a motion to accept the agenda as proposed or amended.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The agenda is approved. Public comments. Do we have anybody in the boardroom who would like to provide public comment? No one. Do we have anybody online that would like to provide public comment? Claims and payments. James?
This week's expenditures total $246,492.32. The larger items: jail commissary $21,502, secondary roads $17,487, and finally sheriff's office $137,036. Everything looked normal.
Is there a motion to approve the expenditures and that the county auditor be authorized and directed to issue checks against the various settlements of such claims as allowed?
So moved.
All those in, Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland. Yes. Little.
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Roca.
Yes. Item number 4, project updates from department heads and/or elected officials. Kathy, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Board. Kathy Nicholas, County Engineer. Our paved roads are in good condition, and our gravel roads are in fairly good condition today as well. Mid-American is making good progress on the Grundy Road, their power pole utility relocation. They are continuing to make good progress. Rural Water moved in last week, and they are beginning their work. Much of their work consists of boring the new water pipe into the ground rather than open trenching. So that work is going well. Next week, I would like to, or in the next few weeks, I would like to start purchasing the last of our remaining FY21 items that were in our budget, our capital item budget. Throughout the year, I've given you information from the Iowa DOT as far as the road use tax fund money, and I've told you how we are, all the counties and the cities in Iowa, we are receiving some extra money due to some federal stimulus funds. So we are hopeful that things are looking good as far as our budget goes, that we should be able to purchase a few remaining items that were in our FY21 budget, such as a copier and some garage doors. So next week, in the next few weeks, we'll be putting those items back on the agenda. Can I answer any questions?
Where's the garage doors at? Longfellow?
Yeah.
I thought we replaced all those.
We've delayed those for the last couple of years, and I'll provide you more information on that as
All
well.
right, thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Hey, Kathy, talking about,
Yes.
I heard you talking about work that's gonna be done out on Grundy Road and the trucks and stuff and the mud and stuff that'll, are those power washers portable? Can we put them in the back of a truck? That we could wash the trucks off out there on site, or?
You mean the hot seas that we
Hot
purchased?
Sea power washer.
Well, they need a power source and they need a water source.
Okay.
We are working on getting our employees access to a local car wash here in town that looks like they have some pretty good deals, like a monthly pass. So we are working to get our employees who would be out on Grundy Road and on a regularly to get them access to a car wash here in town.
What are we getting for new pickup trucks? Are we getting Dodges? Or because the Ford, actually, and it was a hit in Texas, they have outlets. They have built-in generators in the
yeah.
Fords.
Okay. I believe we were getting, those would be our brand new, 2 new trucks. We were getting, I believe, a Ford and a Chevy.
Okay. Okay. Because they are supposed to come standard with an outlet, I believe, in
Right.
the bed area. So-
Those trucks would not be going to the employees here.
Gotcha.
That was the plan, at least. So I can find out more information about that for you.
Kathy?
Yes.
I was just wondering if we have, now that the great spring melting is happening, whether we've seen any evidence of how well the drainage techniques are working on the gravel roads, the spots that we experimented with?
So I was out on Hammond and Amesboro just last Thursday, and so far so good. I would say that a better test is going to be tomorrow after what sounds like perhaps a day of rain and then maybe some colder temperatures and then some warming temperatures by next week. So far, most of the gravel roads are fairly firm. Leversey, of course, is providing its challenges already. We're hopeful that, well, we just don't know what the spring is going to be yet. There is, in much of the ground that was not the roadways, there's substantial thawing already. As you know, roadways, because we are plowing them all year, the frost does penetrate further down, so it takes much longer for the frost to come out of the roadways, so it's still probably a bit early to say about all the gravel roads. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other department heads, elected officials? Anybody on Zoom? Department head or elected official? Item number 5, a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Any questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Veeder, any questions about the consent agenda? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item number 7A, contracts and agreements. A resolution that the contract between Blackhawk County and Peterson Contractors Incorporated, PCI, Rhinebeck, Iowa, letting held February 16th, 2021 at 10 o'clock a.m. for project BROS-SWAP-C007, parentheses 161, long-SE-07 for a bridge replacement on East Gresham Road between North Elk Run Road and Crane Creek Road with a total bid of $1,124,957.78. Late start date, May 31st, 2021. Working days, 100. Liquidated damages, $1,000 per day. Be approved and direct the chair to sign resolution authorizing the county engineer to sign the contract and to receive and place on file the contractor's bond and certificate of insurance as recommended by Catherine Nicholas, county engineer.
So moved.
Second.
Kathy?
Yeah, so last week I did recommend that you award it to PCI. They have signed the contract. I am asking that I be allowed to sign the contract now on your behalf. As I said, we are, unfortunately, these were very high prices. Many counties and cities are seeing similar high prices. I think we can all attest to the fact that many things are costing more money at this time. So I'm hopeful that this is just kind of a blip, and by next year, construction prices will have settled down. But we should go ahead and stay the course and replace this structure. It is now closed due to being in poor condition.
How much over is this, did you say?
20%.
It was about 23% over.
Wow. This money, what money is this?
So this would be our what used to be federal bridge money. We get approximately $340,000 annually from federal bridge money. The DOT trades the bridge money and gives us state money, so we don't have to follow Davis-Bacon rules, for example. So we have saved up a few years. We are allowed to borrow ahead just due to the high cost of bridges. So once this project is signed, and we also have Kimball Avenue probably next week, those two bridges are using the federal bridge money. So we'll be borrowed ahead for about 2 years, and then we're also using some FM money, I believe, to match this.
So it has nothing to do with FY '22 budget.
Right. We are, I believe on Kimball, I would have to check this, but I believe on Kimball, we're using a little bit of local construction money. So that's technically budgeted money, but most of the majority of the money is coming from our federal bridge money and our matching it with FM money. We're using FM money.
And Kathy, this goes for a lot of departments just to document these increased costs because of the high cost of steel and concrete right now. As they prepare the next day or so to pass this latest recovery bill, some of these things might be things that we're eligible to request payment from the U.S. Treasury from.
I think it's small business,
Okay.
could be under 20.
Thank you. Any more comments, questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8A, a motion that the personnel requisition for an HR specialist, benefits and leave, full-time
moved.
Second.
replacement be approved as recommended by Amanda Fessenmeyer, HR Director. Amanda?
Hello. Just here to answer any questions. I just want to let you know the HR specialist for recruitment and compensation, we have extended a job offer. It's been accepted, and that person will be starting on Monday, the 15th. So just looking to replace the other HR specialist position, and if you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It is approved. Item 8B, a resolution to approve the Iowa Communities Assurance Pool settlement of $140,000 in the matter of Chad Jones versus Blackhawk County. Claim involves an automobile collision between claimant and a Blackhawk County sheriff vehicle.
Mike, didn't you want to table this till next week?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanna do a little bit of investigation on this before it comes before the board for approval if we have another week.
Okay.
Absolutely. Do we need a motion to table it?
The resolution wasn't moved, so I don't
Okay.
think you need one.
Item 8C, a discussion in regard to county preparedness and possible updates for COVID-19. Chris, you got anything?
Nope. I'll just add, everybody's aware that the latest American Recovery Act did pass the United States Senate and will be voted on by the U.S. House either today or tomorrow. The estimates from the National Association of Counties, that as the legislation was written, was that Blackhawk County as an entity could be eligible for up to $25 million to request from over the coming years. It doesn't have to be 1 year, is my understanding, but can be used for a variety of things, including making up for losses in revenue, possibly accommodating for increased cost, as we just saw with the engineers department, but also bolstering public health and doing things to stimulate the local economy. So we'll have a lot of homework to do as this gets signed into law and figure out how to best utilize that for our county.
Tom?
Oh,
Craig?
No.
Linda? As we do proceed in the future, I wonder what is the end game for wearing our mask here in the courthouse. We're still under a policy to, and I don't want to rush it. However, it is having an impact on a local business because the cafe is not open. So I just wonder, what threshold do we need to achieve to where we get to a point where we no longer need to wear a mask? And I don't know what a timeline is, if that's 6 months down the road, if it's a year. I don't think, I hope it's not going to be necessary that,
I think that approaching it,
Chris, yes.
yeah, I think a time to revisit it is, they're telling us that every adult who wants the vaccine will be able to receive it by the end of May. And the new CDC information that vaccinated adults can gather en masse if they've been fully vaccinated. So that might be a time to reapproach it and get some guidance from the health department.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to get it as soon as I can.
When we reach the point that everyone in the community that wants the vaccine, that they get it. Yeah, me too.
If Sheriff Thompson had the needle here right now, I'd let him give it to me.
We could possibly also have our department heads take a poll with our employees and see what they think.
Yeah.
How comfortable they feel right now.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I just want to keep that in mind as we proceed. I know it changes week to week. I'm shocked North Korea hasn't had any cases whatsoever, from what I've read.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got really great math.
Yeah, it's called a bullet.
Item number 9, a resolution to certify the outcome of the votes cast in the special election held Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021, in accordance with Iowa Code 50.24.
Do you guys know we had an election? Well, this is not gonna take very long. There's just one, we only had one precinct, so maybe if you guys don't mind just, oops.
Only one.
This is from the results. And then that's from the election computer, and then this is from the precinct itself. So it's just a yes or no there.
All right, yes, 34, no, 2.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
And then I just have 3 things to sign.
And there were no provisional ballots that were rejected. There were none at all.
And we have 0 absentee.
Motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Thank you.
Yes.
Trelka.
Yes.
Okay, did we have a motion and vote? Oh, I'm sorry, you put that off to next week. I'm sorry.
Come on, Grant.
You're getting old, man. Great, thank you.
Get shook up just because I'm sitting next to you.
Item 10, any reports or information from the board?
Yeah. I'll just share, I had the first meeting of the year for the Upper Cedar River Watershed Management Authority. And there was someone that presented at that meeting about a new watershed authority that's formed with the Shell Rock watershed. And we only had 300 or so acres that actually come into Blackhawk County. But since it is all upstream of us and what happens upstream matters for flooding here, I'm going to investigate a little bit more about whether it's worth having Blackhawk County be one of the entities that joins that watershed effort.
Thanks, Chris. Any others?
I just had a question, and perhaps this has been done already. It was that we had some applicants for the planning and zoning. I think that, and I don't know if those people had been interviewed yet or anything, or if we should probably schedule those interviews to get those people on board.
Yeah. I know we had a flurry of applications there about 2 weeks ago.
We did, I think there was like 4, but I think one person was Saratoga, on Saratoga Street. I'm not sure they would qualify for that rural board. And then one person applied, I think, for the
Are we
compensation.
meeting the gender balance?
I'm not sure. I was gonna say, I think there was a female and a male though, so maybe that
I
would
think
be.
the law says you have to at least try, right?
Yeah,
If we don't, we don't, or we should be okay there, I'm not sure.
yeah. But at least with one each, like I say, applying, that would make good. And then there was one person applied for the compensation, which we don't, like I say, appoint someone to that. I mean,
No,
we vote, approve the.
Who was it for?
What's it?
I did see something for
Mhm.
compensation, but I don't know who it was a representative of.
No, I didn't think it was for anybody. It was just
Oh.
somebody applying for it, so.
Who coordinates the interviews? HR?
No.
No, we just have,
For what?
Kayla helped set it up for
Yeah.
2 supervisors.
Supervisors.
Whoever,
They make a recommendation to the board, and put it on, then we put it on the agenda.
yeah.
All right, I'll have Kayla set something up with 2 supervisors. Got it, James?
Yes, sir.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? We are adjourned.